Okay, we're live. Good evening and welcome to Emotional Wellness Series. And I'm so happy, I'm super excited to have an incredible personality, an awesome person in the building, in the person of Mr. Ebuka Obika Ede. Welcome, sir. Welcome.
Thank you very much. I appreciate.
Honestly, I consider it a very privilege to have you. So I honor and appreciate you so much. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. I'm happy we were able to make it through after so much on the table. Thank you so much. I'm glad to
Yeah.
be here. Well done for the great work you're doing too.
Thank you so much, sir. So, guys, please, if you can hear us and if you can see us, please put in the comment section. Let us know that you are with us. And today we'll be having a very interesting conversation, raising the boy child to become emotionally intelligent, raising boys to become emotionally intelligent men. And I think that this is a very important conversation we should have
Mm.
because we have a society. I feel that the society has more empowerment for the girl child, more outreach, more campaign, and all of that, which is all good. But we have none or very little for the boy child. And of course, even if you train the girl child and you do not train the boy child, there will still be problem because it takes two to tango. It takes two
Mm.
to make decide to make things work. And I
Yeah.
think that this conversation is very important, and that's why I really appreciate that you are going to do this, right? And so briefly, let me talk, guys. Please, if you can hear us, I can see people joining already. Please, if you can hear us, let's see in the comment section that you are with us while I tell you briefly about this awesome personality we have in the building. All right, so Mr. Ebuka is a youth and boys development coach. He's the founder of Save the Boys Initiative, and he's into teen and youth mentoring and boy child advocacy. And he does this through mentoring, coaching, and training them in life, leadership, and purpose. Also, by acting as a parent partner with teen parents. And he sees to the total development of boys and advocates for their well-being. He has certificates in emotional intelligence and organizational leadership. He runs Boys Academy, Boys Mentoring Club, and also an online community on Facebook called Men Connect Mentoring Community. And over a decade, he has taught boys, teenagers, and youth in a unique and practical way to learn responsibility and self-leadership. And I mean, like, it's an awesome work you're doing. Thank you so much, sir. So please,
Thank you.
um, I think my opening question before you have the floor will be, so what sponsored your passion for Save the Boys initiative and, saving the boys and all of the things that you do?
Thank you very much. I must commend also the great work you're doing, and thank you for
Thank you.
having me. Yeah,
Hmm,
people ask me that question every day.
I
Why save the
know.
boy? You know, it's a journey. It's not. It's a journey that God has led us through to this time. First of all, I would say it's a vision that the Lord gave me. I've been working with
Okay.
young people for over a decade now, over 10 years. And as I work with young, especially teenagers, I discovered that the boys were also having peculiar issues that a lot of people were not able to handle or connect with them to really handle
Hmm,
that. I kept seeing very deep issues that needed professionalism in handling it, and we didn't have people who could do that. And I
hmm,
decided getting interested. I also saw that boys were sexually abused. I saw a lot of boys that were having suffering from the ripple effect of sexual abuse. I saw boys who were having deep issues with their fathers. It was becoming a norm for boys not to be able to connect with their fathers. And I could see the implication of that in their life, how they were living, how that was affecting them. There was no male role model they could really look up to learn what true manhood is. So these boys were struggling from sexual abuse. There's nothing back. There was no law backing them up. See boys
hmm.
keep talking about the ripple effect. And it was something people didn't, were not looking into. People didn't know about. So I kept working with teenagers over the years. I saw that more boys were coming. With time, I started getting and there to them, I could connect, I could relate, I could really speak their language. And with time, you know, it became I became very passionate and burdened about it, you know, and I discovered there was a culture of silence around the issues. Some of them, it took them a lot to really speak, you know, to discover that these people are going through deep issues, but they just needed somebody they could connect with. So as that work kept going over the years, I felt, you know, God leading me to really go into that. I was really burdened. So I, beyond them coming, I go out to, you know, to watch out, to ask questions, to find out what is going on, to go the extra mile. And as I kept doing that, I kept discovering very deep issues. I could see some of them giving a sigh of relief, as if I've been looking for somebody who understands, who I can speak with. You know, a lot was really, really happening in the world of boys that has been kept swept under the carpet. And even what women are going through. One of the days I sat and said, who are the perpetrators of this essential gender-based violence? Who are the, you know, the crime rate, fraudulence, that people keep crying. Society, I say, where is this all coming from? We can't deny the fact that most of them are from the boys and young men. I kept asking myself, then if we're looking for the solution or the peaceful society that we need, then we must deal with the issue from the root. So it has been in a man, and I want to commit my life cause to helping boys find purpose and then heal from whatever they've been going through in the past.
Wow, like, thank you so much. I mean, that's awesome. That's awesome. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. And so, yeah, you can have the platform now. Let us hear from you.
Okay.
I'm with my pen and my notes already.
All right, thank you very much. I won't say so much because I would like you to ask as many questions you have as possible. You know, so talking about emotionally intelligent boys, yes. First of all, what is emotional intelligence? In a simple term, is the ability to identify and respond to emotion in a very healthy and productive way. You know, so many people know emotions exist, but some don't. Some don't even know what they are going through. Some know, but some don't know how to respond. So it's ability to identify and respond in a healthy and a positive way. So there's always been a myth that boys are less emotional human beings than the girls. But it's a myth. It's not true. You know, and I'll tell you why as we progress in this discussion. So, and there's ability to identify and respond to emotion in a healthy and a positive way. So when we relate that to boys, is how do we help boys, you know, identify and respond to emotions in a healthy. Important to boys that we are talking about emotions, because sincerely most of the crises we see with young men is because of inability to identify and respond positively and healthily to emotions. And that's why we have a lot of men who are grown up to be toxic. You know, men who are grown up to, as if men don't show emotions, as if men are too hard, women are complaining, children are complaining. But even the children, after complaining, they replicate the same thing because that is what they are seeing and that is what their subconscious has been formed to feel that is how a man expresses emotions. So when we want to build healthy emotional men, we have to help those boys understand how to identify their emotions and how to respond positively and healthily to it. You know, so that is what, in simple terms, emotional intelligence is as it relates to the boys, you know. So I would just say one or two myths that exist around these emotions, and I would say a few things that we are going to do as parents, as educators, as mentors, how we help boys, you know, build a healthy emotion. And what is the objective? Why are we talking about this? Like I said from the outset, is because we're in a crisis and we want people to understand who a man is, the frame up of a boy's mind, and how to help them emotionally. To help people understand that, yes, we are in this crisis because we have not built healthy men. We have a lot of men that are in crisis. But the challenge is that, like we said, is first to identify. Most men are in crisis. Most men are emotionally traumatized, but they don't even know that they are going through anything. They don't even want to accept, you know, research shows that more girls attempt suicide, but more boys commit the suicide, the act itself. So more girls attempt than boys, but more boys commit the act, because a boy can be emotionally traumatized and even planning to take his life in the next minutes, but he's still playing ball and is happy with you, gisting. But his plan is that in the next 1 minute, I'm going in there to take something and terminate my life, you know. But the boy can still express that he's okay and laugh with, and he has something in mind. But a girl will attempt, but she can't hide it. You see them expressing. If you're around there, you know that something is going on. You're about to do something, you know. But for boys, once they calculate it in their mind, pam, they're in it. They don't even show you signs for you to know, to even guide them, you know. So research has shown that more girls attempt suicide, but more boys commit the act itself. You can see that. So out of every 10 girls that, you know, for example, that is not, I'm not giving you the main statistics now. I'm just saying, for example, just to buttress my point. Out of every 10 girls that attempt suicide, let's say 3 may take their life, but maybe out of every 7 boys that commit, 5 will take their life. You can see that attempt. So you can see more girls attempt, but more boys will commit, because boys hide a lot of emotions. And that's why I've even seen a lot of crises, even with the mental health of men, even with the health of men. Research has shown that more men even die of this depression, of some of these terminal diseases, and a lot of them has been related to, you know, hiding, covering up emotions, and it is not healthy for us, not healthy for the society, it's not healthy for the family. So this and many more are the reasons why we are discussing healthy emotions among boys. And sometimes people say, why boys? What of the men? I say, a lot of men have been, they're already grown and they're already hardened, they're already formed, and that is the mindset they already have to life. For me, I feel the best thing to do is to deal with it from the foundation, to start building the boys from the foundation in order to understand how to have a healthy emotion. So these are some of the myths that exist, that boys are born less emotionally complex than girls, but it's not true, because emotions are learned over time. What we are seeing with the men is just a cultural thing, is what they are socialized into, is what they learn over time, is what they build their emotions into as the years went by, you know. So there's also a myth among boys that boys don't express emotions, expressing emotions is weakness, expressing your feeling is weakness. There's also a myth around boys that, you know, boys don't cry, men don't cry. These are the myths that we have that has brought back the culture of silence around the issues of men. I'll see a lot of boys and men don't express emotion because they feel it is wrong. They feel men don't cry. They feel it is not manliness to cry. It's not manliness to express or show emotions. And these are what these boys see from the fathers and from men, and they grow up to also display or express the same kind of emotions and life. And that's why we're in this crisis. So these are so many things we see in men. But I tell you, men cry. It's not weakness to cry. If it's not weakness to show emotions. It's not weakness to express how you feel. And that is what we must begin to teach our boys from the foundation, to say, this is the way I'm feeling. This is what is going on. And you receive the appropriate help when you are able to speak up. All right. So what are the tools we need? What do we need? How do we help boys develop a healthy emotions? What are the things we need to do as parents, as caregivers, as mentors, as teachers? How do we help them? First thing I want to talk about is ongoing communication. Some people ask me, how do you even cope with boys? Because it's as if these boys, they don't used to hear. It's as if they are blockhead. You see, it's a mindset that people have, that boys are blockhead. And boys have also seen the society to see them as people who are blockheads. So whatever impression you give them is what they attack or give you back with. When you see them, these boys are blockhead, they always making out, boys are troublesome, boys are troublemaker. And once that is the mindset you have about them, there's something about boys that they read who you are and what you feel about them, and they give it to you. But I keep telling parents, have ongoing communication, ongoing conversation with boys about masculinity, about their emotions. Some people say, I asked him now, I talked to him, he didn't talk. You should go and die. Where's my business? No. Boys are not like that. It's an ongoing communication. They need to win your trust. They need to understand that this person truly cares. He's not just looking for something to go and tell somebody or to just say, I said it. You know, ongoing communication. You need to win their trust over time. And they want you to maintain that level of trust. People say boys are difficult to work with, but I say boys are one of the most simplest people to work with because they are not complicated. You just need to understand them. But there's a mindset of vague the society have had around boys that they're just troublesome, they're just problematic. Boys are very simple if you understand. One of the things that make them so active is because of the high dose of testosterone that God has deposited in their body that gives them high energy. And so boys want to be where they can express high energy. And I tell people, instead of bugging or disturbing your head, just look for positive ways where they can unleash and release their energy. And you feel there's no problem, there's no wahala. But the issues we are having is because people lack understanding. And it's in communication that you learn to understand that. I tell people, have ongoing communication. Even though it tells you no today, tomorrow ask again. Don't say he said no now. That's all. Tomorrow ask again. Another day ask again. What is happening? What is going on? You know, how do you feel about this? You see, some boys even go through puberty. Nobody asks them, how far with wet dreams? Have you started having erection? Have you started seeing, having wet dreams? Have you started seeing sperm? Nobody's even asking them. Is the society, is the television, is the social media, our friends that we keep telling them lies about this thing because we are not having conversation. We feel that the boys know, but sincerely they don't know. And when they now go out and take the understanding of what they've been taught and begin to apply it to their life, what people begin to look and say, how? But it's just because we've not taken time to school, to train, to help them understand what masculinity truly is. And it's a challenge today because even the fathers and the men, the challenge I'm even having as I work with boys is that we keep saying, okay, we want to model them, we want to teach them, we want them to look to more. We are the role models. Because even the people you want them to look up to don't have the right understanding of masculinity. Some of them are toxic men. So the challenge is that most men have been grown into that mindset, and that is what they are living with, and that is the perception they have. So it takes somebody who has even the right mindset to teach another person. Because even the person they are going to look up to or learn from also have a distorted mindset about masculinity. So what does it pass on to the other person? You can see that we are really in a deep crisis. It's a lot of work and it was a lot of years to break the chain and align boys to a right mentality of who a real man is. Secondly, I will talk about affirmations. I was in a program one day and a man was talking and one of the boys asked the question. It was a boys online program. He said, why my father has never told me he loves me? And the man said, it's Western for you to tell your son I love you. It's not our culture. And I'm like, how does saying I love you to your son a cultural thing? So that is the mindset the man have grown with. That is now our culture, is a Western thing, and that's what spoils people. And so people think boys don't need affirmation, boys don't want to be. Who told you that a boy doesn't want to also dress and say you look good? Oh, I love you. Oh, how are you feeling? Are you okay? So we only think it's the girls that wants affirmation, that wants also attention to know. For people, boys also need affirmations. And I tell parents, affirm your boys. You look good. This your shirt looks good. Your trouser, your haircut looks nice. Affirm them. Let them know you love them. Let them know you appreciate them. It's not weakness. It's not less. You make them less a man when you say that. Because when you begin to teach them that as a father, I'm talking to this majorly for the father. Because when a woman is still telling, the challenge is that the mothers are even the one, taking up the game. So when a woman is telling the son feels it's a woman thing to say it. And so when he grows up, he cannot even tell his wife, I love you. He cannot even affirm his wife. He feels it's not a manly thing to be affirming, to be saying, I love you, to be saying you look good. And so some wives will be complaining, my husband doesn't tell me I look good, my husband doesn't say I love, Why? What is the problem? It's just because that is the way he was brought up, thinking it's a woman thing, because his father has never said that to him. You can see how men are socialized into a wrong perception of manliness, of manhood, and they grow up to that. Thinking manliness is to be toxic. You thinking what they see from the fathers is to come home, just balance. The woman is working, they are just serving you. Everybody is working, you are just playing. Mommy in the kitchen cooking food, boys in the garden playing ball. That is their mindset. And so we have a vicious circle of men who lack understanding of true manhood and responsibility. Men who don't show emotion, men who close up emotion, men who, who just cage their emotion and feel it's not manliness to express. Begin to affirm your sons and your boys. And I say that to fathers and male role models. You look good. I'm proud of you. You are super correct. You are the best. You know you can make it. Let them know. As they keep here, they know that, oh yes, a man can say that. When I grow up, I will say that to my children. I'll say that to my wife. There's so many things I could talk about, but I just want to stress on few areas, and also acknowledge and name emotions. That is the third thing I will talk about. Acknowledge and name emotions. As a parent, as a guardian, when something happens around you, I really wish the fathers will listen to me because the mothers are doing a great work. But the challenge is that the boys seeing the mothers do that always feel is a woman thing. So we need the best person that can guide a boy into right manhood and healthy emotions is a man. It's another man. It's a father, because no matter how hard the mother tried, the mindset also revolves around the father. It's a woman, so it's a woman's thing to do that and not a man's thing. But the challenge is that we are the fathers, we are the men, we are the male role models that can guide them. So acknowledge and name emotions. When a man comes back, you see some men that will be sick, they don't want to accept that they're sick. They are dying, they don't want to accept. Some just collapse, and they've been sick, they don't talk. So boys will be looking at you, oh, when a man is sick, he doesn't talk. You keep quiet. You see a man that is going through deep issues, maybe they've sacked you, boys go around to wear their money, they see the men frowning, and they don't cry, they just look like this, they don't show emotion. So they grow up thinking, when something bad happens, don't show emotion, hide it as a man. Learn to acknowledge and name emotions when you're around your children as you're training them. When something happens, you say, I'm really pain. I feel pain, I feel really disturbed. I really feel, let them know how you feel. Because they'll grow up feeling, and you see, the challenge you have in a marriage, things will happen to the wife, or the man doesn't care. The wife will even feel, this man doesn't care. But deep down, he has been acculturated. He has been accustomed to the fact that when something happens as a man, I should just go on and be looking. What are we showing our boys? What image of manhood are we portraying? So when we see the issue of sexual and gender-based violence, wife battery, all these things we are seeing in marriage, I say it's a product of their upbringing, because every man is a product of his upbringing. The man have been accustomed to, when I grow up, a woman is supposed to be subjected, to be shouted. When I scream, the woman should come. When I do hair, the woman should cringe. That is the culture. That is the mindset. So it's a cultural thing. It's a culture that people have had over time. And if we are trying to change the culture, it's as if the older ones still have the culture, and that's what we are seeing. So the vicious circle continues. Somebody asks, how can you break this circle? One step at a time, but we'll get there. We may not get all the parents to this to really hear and help them, but as many boys as we can reach, so that they are growing, they're also teaching the younger ones, and that's why we are breaking that vicious circle of toxic masculinity and have a very negative emotion that is not healthy. Let's learn to acknowledge and name emotions. And then lastly, I'll say, let's brainstorm on alternative ways to handle tough situations. Brainstorm when there's an issue. Let's just say, hey man, let's forget it. Brainstorm, what should we do? Okay, this woman is troubled. Oh, what alternative ways? Teach children how to handle emotion, how to handle issues as a man, not to just close up and pretend as if nothing happens. Am I saying the man should be a weakling or should be a cracker? I know that's not what we're saying. Men have emotion, and God has built men to have strength to be able to be strong and to stand, you know, as a defense. But that doesn't mean that you're a rock. That you have strength doesn't mean you're an iron. You are flesh and blood. So as I try to round up so that we take your question, we are seeing that we have raised children in a cultural context that has shut their emotions. We have raising children in a very negative culture that has to shut their emotions. Say, men don't cry, you know, it's not manliness, you know, just cover on whatever you're going through as a man. And that is the circle we keep seeing every day that is growing with men and they grow up. And so I say, if we want to deal with the issue of building homes, building marriages, reducing sexual and gender-based violence, you must go to the roots. Because most boys are grown with the entitlement that a woman's body is my own. I can tell a woman whatever I want. I can take whatever I want from a woman. That is what they see their father do. That's what they see other men do. So when they grow up, if the girl doesn't want, they want to take it by force. So it's a mindset. I've had cause to interview with some rapists. Because one of the things we do, listen, what is making you people to do this? I have got to go to a police station to interview rapists. Guy, what is the problem? I say most of them as a mindset, it's a cultural thing. So they are coming from a dysfunctional home where they lack right modeling. So they grow with a wrong mindset that they are entitled. If the girl is saying a girl cannot say no to you, if you say no, you collect it by force. And we see parents training their children unconsciously, bringing them up in that wrong mindset. If it's your sister should be walking while you are seated, your sister should be doing this while you are seated. If your sister is always wrong, you are the one that is right. No. And so if we want to change the narrative, if we want to build healthy boys, then we must begin to socialize, teach, equip, and model right, healthy manhood from a very, very young age. And that's what we are doing in Save the Boys. In a nutshell, there are more that we can talk about the emotions of men, but I'll just stop here. This is just like an introduction. In our Boys Leadership Academy, we run a whole course on emotional intelligence for boys, where we really trash issues and take time to deal with it and follow up in a mentoring session. So there are more we can say, but I'll stop here for now so that I can take questions. Thank you very much.
Wow. Like I was on another, I was like, wow, this is mighty. My good God, you spoke with so much conviction. Like you just, it was more like, where are all the boys? Where are all the boys? Let them come and hear this. It was, I mean, they were just deep stuffs that you shared here. Honestly, thank you so much. Like my God, as you were just saying, I was like, hey, where can we get fathers to come and hear? So I think I heard you say something like, it's very important to have the father as a model, not just the woman. When you said something like men need affirmation, and it's important for the fathers to be the one affirming their boys and telling them you look good, and not just it coming from the woman, because when they grow up they tend to believe that it's a woman thing. It's the woman that say all of those things, right? And I hear you say we need to acknowledge and name emotions, and not when, because I think that is very typical of men. You know, they feel they have to be men, they cannot express emotions, so they have to be the strong one, and so they are sick. They will tell you, oh, I'm fine, I'm good. And this is what the boys grow up to become. Hi. And then you said something like brainstorm on alternative ways to handle issues. And I mean, that was so powerful, because if we don't have alternatives, that's when we now resort to beating, abuse, and all of those things, because we do not know how to handle those emotions. My God. Guys, if you have questions, start asking, right? So start putting down your questions. So like, I think I would like to ask, when you said there are more girls who attempt suicide, and more guys who actually take the action, and that's because they cannot they don't even know that something is wrong with them, right? So I think I would like to ask, what is the best way for a man to express his emotions, like especially if he does not have a safe space, maybe a boy child that grew up in a place where he didn't have that ongoing conversation, he didn't have that connection with his parents, with his dad, with his mom, but he understands that he needs to speak to someone, but he cannot express this emotion, or he does not have a safe space. What can you say to that person?
Thank you very much. That's one challenge I see most boys have. Even when they understand this thing and they want to express these emotions, they ask me, say, who will I talk to? Who can I tell? Is it my father that will yell, or just,
Yeah.
or just, some years ago, I was handling the issue of a boy who has failed JAMB for 3 times, not because he's very intelligent, because the father keeps telling me, you're a failure. I just wanted to show the father that I'm a failure. And he brought failed results every year for 3 years.
Wow.
So there are so many boys asking, who can I talk to? Because they don't understand me. There's a mindset about boys as being stubborn, rugged,
Yeah.
people that
Yeah.
so they just say, sir, I just decided, let me just die, let me just whatever.
Let me prove him right.
Understand. And you understand. So, and you see a lot of them, because boys are also created in a way that they have to fill the vacuum. There's that vacuum, they need that. When that vacuum is not created, and I always tell people, one of the most loving people of group of people I've seen that are very supportive are drug addicts and cultists. Very, very supportive and loving. I'm telling you, the love that they don't show you at home, they will show you 1,000,000 times. It's a strong community. So most boys who even join cultism and drugs, it's not really because they want it, because there's a
For the community.
Yes, and these people are now doing everything to fill the vacuum, and because they cannot be left in a vacuum, something has to fill it up. So what I tell boys is that, sincerely, sometimes if we even get fathers to come for programs, they don't come. Because one thing that men do is that men think they know, but they actually don't know. You see a father saying, I am wise because my father beat me and broke my head. See the scars. If not that they broke my head, I will not be good. And
You
so
will
I
not
need
be
to
good.
understand. So I need to break my son's head so that he will be wise. And people say, you are saying until you break somebody's head, that means something is even wrong with you. So to that man now, he feels that what he's saying is right. So because I must break my son's head, I say you're already not mentally okay for you to think it until you break somebody's head before it will. So that man now think, and so many men think they know. That is not the way they brought us up. Traditionally, the way they beat us, they put this in our head, they hit me, that's why I'm okay. I say you're even toxic. You're not even okay, but you think you're okay. And you want to do the same to the boy. So we can't bring so many. We are running a community for men. We are trying, but if you come for programs, parents program, is women you will see. Come for a program is women you will see. Even when you see the men, some of them, their hearts are not open, they don't want to learn. So we always tell the boys, sincerely, we are trying to reach your parents, but it might be difficult. So one of the things we build is to help boys take responsibility for their life. To know that, like that boy I told you about his experience. I said, your father that is not listening, he has gone ahead with his life. He has his house. He has everything he has built, and he's moving on. You are the one suffering. So you need to learn to take your life in your hands and know that whatever choice I make will either make or destroy me. So we build the boys to know how to handle their emotions. I always encourage boys. You can pull through, no matter the issue. Just last week, I was talking to a boy who said, I will not have peace until I kill my father. See sons, boys that come to that extent. He said, look at the scars. You know the words this man has told me. I just want to eliminate him. I was in talking to help that boy come out of such trauma. So we have tell boys, that man, I may never get him to talk to him. He may never listen to you. But we help the boy to know that you can still pull through no matter what. You can still stand through. You can still make a difference. You can still make the right choice, irrespective. So I'm talking to boys all over the world, no matter the issue. There are boys advocates that are coming up. There is somebody somewhere that will understand you. Learn to speak up. It's not weakness to speak. Please talk. Everything is flooded with questions from boys. Sometimes I'm awake all through the night answering questions, talking to boys, raising other boys that will also be role models to help these ones. So talk for somebody to talk to. Please, you can still pull through. Don't take that drastic decision, because at the end, you will feel the ripple effect of it also.
Yeah, guys, as you can hear, it's okay to speak up. It's not weakness to speak up. It's not weakness to talk to someone, right? So, sir, I think, like you always say, the problem is dealing with the root cause. So, what I've observed is most of these parents that do these things to their children, or they're abusive to their children, whether emotionally, whether verbally, whether physically, it's always, if you trace it, you would see that the parents of the father did same to them, because what we learn as children is modeling. We see what our parents do, and then that is what shapes our perception. That is what shapes our perspective. And so in turn, these fathers tend to do the same. Just like you said, the man would tell you, I beat my father beats me, he broke my head, so I have to do same to this child. So now the question is, how do men heal from when you observe that you've come from a pattern or an abusive pattern, and you don't want to turn like that, or you don't want to raise your child like that, because it is inevitable, especially if you do not rewire your brain, or if you do not replace those ideologies. There's no how you are going to avoid it, because that's what you have known all your life. But let us say we have a father who understands that, okay, I think I'm treating my child because this is what I saw. How do I change? How do I, should I say, become a better father, or heal from my emotions? Because definitely you have to heal, because if you don't heal, you keep on repeating the patterns.
Thank you very much. Yes, but I just needed to put on adjustment. Okay, thank you very much. All right. Yes. Fathers, I always say it, when relationships are broken down, then that is when toxic behaviors are built. But when relationships are not broken down, you won't see those toxic behaviors. I always say, fathers, the way we raise children in the 21st century is different from in the 19th century. A lot has changed. There has to be a lot of negotiation. But when you tell them, they say it's modern. It's not modern. It's not working. But it's even the traditional. Is it working? Is it really working? Are you seeing it working? We are losing a lot of our children to the streets. We are losing a lot of our children to social media. We are losing them to wrong models. Is it working? The force and intimidation we are using, is it working? We don't want to accept the truth that it's actually not working.
Yeah, it is not working.
I say to parents, there are a lot of things we can learn on how to be 21st. A lot of parenting group, we do a lot of training for parents. What I say, just open your heart to learn. The thing is that mothers are inquisitive, they are eager. You see them in parenting conference learning, but the fathers are not coming. But I always tell the woman, no matter how you love this boy, there are some things you can't do for him. No matter how this boy loves you, there are some things he can't tell you. So it's a cultural thing that we're telling parents, while you still have your children, begin to deal with it. The issue of sexual abuse we are seeing among boys, if it's a girl, you are careful with who you live with your girl. You can't leave your girl with a boy, with a house boy, or anybody. But when it's a boy, you can live it with anybody. Out of every 10 boys I've seen about 8 having ripple effect of sexual abuse from house helps, other women, different men. You just leave the boy, anybody, any woman, any house girl, any house boy, any gateman, any driver. You are not even concerned that anything can happen. A lot of boys are sexually abused. Most boys that I see that they are sexually wild are victims of sexual abuse because we are opened up to sexual, activity at a very tender age. So before they are 13, they are sexually wild because their emotions are already haywire. So what do we say to parents? Start modeling. Mothers, you can do your part to encourage your husband. I will see some mothers say, no, my husband is not talking, I'm the one talking. Why will he not talk to his son and teach their child puberty? My husband is not talking, I'm doing the work for him. Make him do the work. We are the
Yeah.
woman. God has given you a special grace. Let this man buy him books, play the video when he's there that he will listen. Understand? It's
Yeah.
wisdom. You be creative. You know, he's always in the room in the evening. Play this video. He will pretend as if he's not listening, but he's listening. Buy him those books. They are
Yeah.
Waiting boys. Buy it. Play those videos. He's not attending the conferences. He said when he's there, replay, play the conference again. He will listen. He will time
Yeah.
precept upon precept. You will see changes. So we need to do it from the foundation, but it's only a man who has understanding that can do it. So if the men are not
Yeah.
coming, we are telling the women, encourage them. Encourage. You have the
Yeah.
power, you have the grace. Encourage them. And you, as mothers in the home, don't always let the boy feel he's the Lord and the girl is the slave. Teach them from that age to be content, to guide, to mentor, to lead, to help their sister, not to hit a woman that they have not entitled. Begin to teach them what it means to be a true man. When you are weak, when you are sick as a son, you talk. Not that you won't talk until the thing is killing you. You are not dying that they have to rush you to the hospital. That is when boys talk. Teach them from there.
Wow.
As they are growing, they are accustomed and they are socialized that this is how it should be.
Wow, awesome, awesome. So I hear the women can also play a part in helping the fathers become better parents. And I think that is very significant because that's the mistake we women sometimes make, or mothers in particular, they make. So they feel the man will not be perfect, or they want him to be perfect in training the boy child or training their children. So they're always the one doing everything, and at the end of the day they still complain that they are not being helped by the man when they have not even given a chance or an opportunity for the man to play a role, whether
Yes.
perfect or imperfect, but at least it is visible even to the child. And sometimes children don't want to see perfection, they just want to see that
Mm.
you are willing
You are
to
willing, you are
participate.
available.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think the women also, like you're saying, the women should play a role to encourage the fathers, and with that, we can drive emotional healing. Wow, I think this has been an awesome session. I mean, please, guys, if you are still here and you have questions, this is the time to ask. Okay, sir. So finally, tell us about, maybe there are guys out there, because one thing I think is very interesting is that guys need model, because we grow up, maybe most of them have grown up in a place where they were not modeled rightly. And of course, if you have to change, you must have to change how you see things. You must begin to see someone in that, maybe that life that you want. You must have to see someone living it before it registers in your mind that this is possible. And so you begin to model the person. And I think it's an awesome work you are doing with the Save the Boys initiative and the academy you have. So let us hear, there are boys out there who want to join this academy. How do they get in touch with you? How do they be part of what you are doing?
Thank you very much. Yeah. Like we said, modeling is very key for boys. But the challenge we're having is that we're lacking even the men that they should look up to and also having the right mindset about masculinity. So that is the challenge we are having. So, but there are still few men out there who are strong. They just need the platform to help. They are ready to mentor and they have the right mindset. And we have a pool of men who are also doing great work, helping other young people, other young men to be mentored and have the right perspective. So all our Save the Boys initiative on all our social media handles, on Twitter, on Facebook, on Instagram. You can reach us so that you can, if you have deep issues you want to share with us, we can talk with you. Just there are numbers there that you can chat and then we'll get to you. We have our Facebook community for men, and Men Connect mentoring community, because a lot of them, I'll have that group so that I can help men also, even to be talking issues that can concern men. We run our conferences there for men too annually, and we'll have posts there that encourage men to to speak up and really be who they are. You can join that group. Yeah, have people always after programs. I see a lot of brothers. I want you to mentor me. I want to mentor me. I have so much in my hand. And one of the things I'm doing is also build other young men who are also mentoring. So
Yeah.
as we connect, I can also connect you to someone else who will be doing the work, and I receive reports. I have a group where I talk with these men, and then we'll build from. They'll have a bi-monthly club for boys. So once you are interested, just set us up on our handles, and then we'll be able to reach you, or on my page too. We'll be able to get a lot of messages sometime, but I will sure answer, even though it's at the middle of the night. Just I'll connect you to somebody who can, get you through to academy. Our academy runs twice a year, and we're paying for the next one already in February. So, but you have the mentorship club you can join. You have the Facebook community you can join, and there are men out there that are role models that you can be accountable to. Just look for them and be intentional to walk up to them. Say, I love the way you live. I want you to also guide me. I want you to mentor me. Boys, learn to open up and speak. Boys are struggling with deep issues, from drugs, sexual issues, and they are not talking. And they grow up to become husbands who will also be locking up things, and women keep complaining, husbands, no fathers, children are complaining. There's a cry everywhere for healthy men. Look at the issue we're going through in our country, because we don't have responsible leaders. Because if we do, we will not be here. And those leaders we have there, we are once boys. What if we fail at to inculcate the right values in them? We will not be in this crisis today. So we're in a mess because we have men that are not responsible. In the family, institution is suffering. Look at the rate of divorce, and I will not deny the fact that most of them are caused by men who don't have understanding of who a real man is. So some will tell me these boys don't have issues, blah, blah, blah. Is the women? I say, yes, I feel for the women, I feel for what they are going through, but let's deal with the issue from the root. If we help one rapist, we have helped over 50 women, because a rapist that you don't help, if he runs away from this girl and you help this girl, he goes to another girl. You help that girl, he goes to another girl. So when you help one rapist, you have helped so many girls. When you deliver one rapist, you have delivered so many girls, and nobody was born a rapist. What they were socialized and into. Just imagine that we're now inculcating the right values in our boys. If we channel our energy to the right source, we will not be in this crisis. But no matter how we keep plugging the leaf from the dealing with it from the leaf, plugging fruit, if the root is keep growing to different branches, you cut this branch, it grows, and you cut here, it grows, and it's just a matter of time. So when are we going to wake up and say, this method isn't working? When are we going to really look at the critical issues of where it matters? We say, boys don't have issues, nobody found boys, no, nobody. When you even apply for it, they say, we are only looking for gays. I say, you don't understand, we are helping the women by building these boys. If these boys are healthy and nobody is raping, are we going to need any of these things? Nobody is beating women, we will not be happy. If nobody is doing that, we are going to have the peace that we want. So let's do it. We can encourage boys to be peaceful, to be law-abiding. You can be responsible. You can be different. Reach out to us and let's see how we can work together to build healthy men that will be responsible and bring about the change that we want.
I don't know how to say thank you. I don't know how to say thank you, but like this is so good. So please, guys, you're a guy out there. Before Mr. Ibuka gives us his final words, you're a guy out there and you know that you are in need of a mentor, you are in need of a role model. Please do reach out to him. It's so awesome the job he's doing. He has his academy and the outreach, the campaigns he's running. This is so important. Like when I said earlier, it's a conversation I think we need to constantly have. We have so much out there already for women, but we can train all the women and all the girl child and all we want. But if we do not pay attention to the boys, there will always still be an issue, because it takes two to agree. It takes two to work. It takes two to make things better, right? So please reach out to him. He has his page. You can reach him. Like I said, he's always there to answer you. Like, I so much respect the work you're doing. I know it can be overwhelming, but it's so good, right? So just give us briefly maybe like 2 things or 3 things that the guys out there who want to be better people, who want to be better leaders, who want to be better fathers, better husbands, just give us 3 things that you would advise them to do.
All right. Just for those that need my personal handles, this for Facebook, Ebuka Obika. Therefore, Instagram is Ebuka_boys coach. You can always, once you search, see that. All right. I would say to boys out there, take responsibility. Take responsibility. Take responsibility. There's always a blame game. You know, the future is not he, the future is not she, the future is everyone. Take responsibility. The future is everyone. There's no way we can have a peaceful future without, you know, being united. It's not a game of competition or who is more than this or who that you're not raising the boys to them be more than look. I say no, it's not a competition, because we want to be the balance. We want to raise boys who are healthy, who are loving, who are respectful. So, boys, take responsibility for the future. The future is everyone. There's peace, there's strength in unity, there's beauty in unity. And secondly, I would say to boys that you are not left behind. So many boys, you know, one of these days we went to a school where they were having a program, and one of the boys said, "Oh, are you people come for the girls again?"
Wow.
Should we just go home? Because people always come for the girls. You know, and I can see the anger and the bitterness. You know,
and sometimes that thing can even sponsor them to do more.
And it's a primary school, and I was surprised that a boy of that age could say that. Wow. You see the mindset is already building. Oh, it's about the women. Nobody cares. So they grow with a different mindset towards a toxic, a very violent mindset, because it doesn't care about me. So thank God for the National Assembly that passed the law that male can also be identified as victims of sexual abuse. Because some boys, they feel nobody cares. The law does not even protect me. So why should I give my all to a society that doesn't care about my feelings? I understand that we have a patriarchal society that has caused a lot of, you know, a lot of issues, a lot of men has given, you know, masculine gender a negative identity. And I said, if the men have done wrong, what has the boys done? If we are pouring our anger of the men, what has the boys done? Why not we teach them so that they will not become that same men for our children in the future? So I said to boys, you are loved. You can be different. You can make a difference. You are not left behind. We are out here to also say, we are proud of you. You can be different. I said to boys everywhere, take responsibility and be different. And lastly, please, speak up when there's an issue. Silence is not strength. It's even a strong man that can talk. Let's talk when you are struggling. Let's not see that you have collapsed before we know you are sick. They've rushed you. You already died before they know you are sick. Before they know there's something. So many boys, you know, do things because they are not talking. If they talk to somebody that they are hurting, they can get healing. They are not. I see them killing, shooting, doing things because they are deep things that they will not talk about. You don't even sometimes the thing you are going through is not even money, you just need a word of encouragement. Somebody wants. And I say to you, we understand you, we love you, we are passionate. I love you is because of the love we have. We are troubled with the issues they are going through. That's why we are doing our best to help men also find responsible and help. And I say, boys, I'm super proud of you. Doing all we can to see that you are helped, to see that you are helped when you are in crisis, when you are abused, when you go through things. Ask me, is it that Boko Haram are not also catching boys? Why are we bringing back the girls? What about the boys that are also in captivity? And I say, look at the mindset the boy is also having that. Because a lot of boys were also abducted, but nobody is saying bring back the boys. So we are saying leave the boys there to be toxic people and terrorists and die. And that's why they will keep coming back to take more. What about the boys that are there? Are we saying that it's good for them to be there? So we're also helping these people. What about those boys? They're also asking themselves, is it that they don't care about us? Is it that it's okay for us to be here? We say we love you, and we believe that this balance is a future that we see, and it's possible. We will see. I see a great future. I see a new nation. I see balance. I see love. I see peace. I see strength and in diversity. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Please, partners, sponsors, please, we need you. We need you right now. Like, if you, in fact, Seb, I think this is the best investment you can do. Investing in a human being, and this is a worthy cause. Please,
We
partner,
really need
sponsor,
them,
please.
because a lot of people will say
Ah,
they are not into women. The money we have is for girls. We
this
are
is a
passionate and
worthy
we are pushing.
cause.
We
This
believe
is a
that
worthy
people
cause.
who understand this
Yeah.
best, because it's a worthy cause. It's
It's
a
a
worthy
worthy
cause.
cause. Please, partner sponsors, reach. Please, if you're watching this and you know someone who knows someone that can sponsor this, please, please, please do reach out. Thank you so much, Mr.
We have
Ebuka.
boys that are drop out from school that we take back. We take them off the street.
Mm,
We have boys that are equipped with skills so that to a bunk one day to talk. Come and train me. I want to work. If I'm working, I will not be here doing what I'm doing. So they are
yeah.
yearning. I want to be busy. I have strength. I can walk. So we are
Mm,
taking so many boys off the streets so that we can have peace. Train
yeah.
them. We do a lot. So we need people that can even say I'm
Wow.
taking a boy to sponsor through school. You want to be that sponsor, we hand that person over to you, mentor, sponsor. We need people that will help. We have so many boys that need that help. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Boys Save the
Thank
Boys initiative is doing an awesome work. They're taking boys out of the streets, they're equipping and empowering boys. So please, 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 this is a worthy cause. Thank you so much, Mr. Ebuka. Like, I am so honored, and I really thank you so much, and I appreciate you for joining me live. And so thank you all our viewers. Thank you so much. Please do reach out to him if you do have any further questions. Thank you very much, sir.
Bye.